Hello, nurse. Only joking. Anyway, today is a little bit of a safety build along with what I have, or I believe to be, the current max DPS Pierce build in the game. And by that current max DPS Pierce build, I've possibly outdone a few prominent people. Anyway, safety build. I wanted to do this because a lot of people seem to be struggling with, one, playing online because the game is tanking CPU at the moment, which, from what I understand, they are working on a fix for, by the way. Secondly, heavy bowgun is very, very powerful in this game, but not a lot of people are used to it. The weapon is slow, cumbersome. Unless you know completely what you're doing, you can fail pretty hard and pretty quick, pretty early on. So, I wanted to make a safety-ish build that enables you to survive, learn the monsters, and generally kick ass. So it's got a good chunk of DPS to it, but not the most. It has some great healing capabilities, and these just improve as you go through the game overall. And it's got some serious evade window on it, evade window level 4 to be precise, which means you can start learning some of the iframes, and as you feel a bit more comfortable, you can start changing out the build. If you want, you can put a shield on this, but as you can see at the moment, I'm running close, reload, long, and power. I've got 2 affinity in there, as well as 1 health. These will come later on in the game. I recommend getting the health augment first, because damage wise, you're not going to be doing the most anyway, and getting that more affinity will just help you out, but it's not the most prominent thing ever. As you can see, we've got True Razor / Spare Shot by using 3-piece Nagakuga, and Super Recovery by using 2-piece Vow. Evade Window level 4, as I've already said, but we've also got Critical Eye level 7. Now I've got really lucky with that because I've had a few Expert level 4s dropped for me already. Attack Boost level 4, which is nice and handy, it's an extra 5% affinity. Free Element Ammo Up, which I'm getting purely from the Charm, and that's taken me ages to level up, so I imagine that's not going to be too early game, but I do have an alternative for that just in case you can't get it. It will increase your total effective roar by a good amount, but it will decrease your ETR as well because you don't have as much sustained DPS because you're not running an 8-clip magazine. Peak Performance is there as a side product, but it is nice as long as you can try and maintain that maximum health as possible. Recovery Up is great, helps out the Super Recovery as well as the health augment we have on the weapon. And of course, Pierce level 2, which is going to be really handy. The Stamina Surge is just enough to make sure that we can maximize on that evade window and start to learn our iframe. So in order from weapon to boots, we have Attack Deco in the weapon, Crimson Conducty 2. Black Vow Hazak, we have an Expert level 4 and an Expert level 1. Nagakuga Beta Chest with an Expert level 4. Black Vow Hazak Beta Gloves with an Expert level 4 and 2 level 1 Attack Decos. In the waist of Nagakuga, we have Pierce again. In the boots, the last Pierce along with another Attack Deco. As you can see, that is 3-piece Nagakuga and 2-piece Vow. It is not the highest damage, but oddly, this does outperform all the previous Pierce heavy bowguns just in base game world. So, although this is safety, it's a slight increase on the previous, but it does offer a lot more utility, safety, and comfort. Now, if you don't have that charm, or you can't get that charm yet, exact same build, nothing has changed apart from the charm. Now, this is put in as Agitator Charm level 4, however, you're not going to be able to get that till late game, so I think it will go to Agitator level 3 of what people should be able to comfortably make at this point. Now, annoyingly, this does require some Black Vow, but you shouldn't be too hard on or pounded too much into the ground by that point. The game really does amp it up a little bit when you get to him, and from what I saw, those 2 pieces weren't too difficult to craft. So hopefully this helps a lot of people trying out heavy bowgun, or those people that are heavy bowgun pros but haven't quite got the gist of this, some of the monsters mechanics in this update. Hopefully this can potentially help them out. It's not meant to take on the entire game unless you are having troubles getting online, but it does work. It is great fun, and yeah, Hopefully it will help you out. Anyway, on to some seriously juicy damage. We like juicy damage over here. Feast thy eyes. Crimson Kondachi Lion 3 with an attack, 2 affinity augments and 1 health augment. Doba Beta Plus with a pierce decoration, comes with ammo up level 2. Brute Tigrex Beta Chest with a pierce deco and an expert level 1, also has attack boost and weakness exploit on it. Ruin Energagante Beta, you will need to be master rank 100 to get your hands on these bad boys. Expert Dual level 4 and attack deco as well, comes with another 2 agitator on top of it and 1 more attack boost as standard. Odegaron Beta with a release / protection. I wanted evade window but I've not got one yet, so I'm going with the best I can get at the moment. However, if you have one, throw it on in there. Yian Garuga Beta Boots. Now these boots are actually completely busted. They come with +2 crit eye and they've got some serious deco slots. I've got a Challenger Jewel 4 in there and 2 Critical Jewel 2s as well. And I'm using the Razor Sharp Charm to boot. So, this is what it looks like at base without a mill or any form of buffs. But hold on. Because that ETR, which was already 100 over the current meta, is about to jump even higher. This is with weakness exploit and using the clutch claw to weaken the part, as well as agitator. So we are running at 795 total effective true raw, which packs a hell of a punch, I might add. And this is with eating demon powder, mega demon drug, might seed, all the good stuff. We are pushing near to 1,000 total effective true raw. And honestly, this thing melts. It absolutely melts. Adding in the evasion mantle, if I've got it set up there with 2 attack decos, you're always going to get a slight attack buff the moment you put it on, and then when you actually get the evasion mantle buff itself, you are pushing into 68 roughly per crit per weak point. Yeah, and on the non-weak points you're dabbling around 30 to 40 depending on the value of the hit zone you are hitting. Now, adding in the impact mantle with KO, you don't really notice it that much, but you do eventually start to build up a hell of a lot of proccing, and you can, for a good minute or so, where you've chipped away at a load of body parts, the monster will just be completely stun locked for about a good minute. It takes a while for it to build up, but once you've got it there, you will notice the monster just falls down and is just tripping, KOing, being stunned, flying about all over the place. Kind of like what happens with Odegaron in general. It really does actually work quite well. Adding in the effect of the power barrel, it hits so damn hard, it's almost unbelievable. Pierce is on the map, people. I cannot express to you how happy I am about this. From what I have seen and the damage calculations that I have done, DPS wise, I don't want to say it, but I think Spread needs to up its game a little bit. Although I've not really done too much exploring with Spread, along with the fact that, you know, all the Spread's damage is going into one localized area, so you have more chance to stun lock, trip, KO, and just get your maximum damage output into the monster's face. So it kind of has an unfair advantage, but from what I've seen, the overall damage numbers on Spread are roughly 10 to 20% lower than this setup, at least. Anyway, I'm done bragging, I promise. I do hope this is going to help a lot of people out. Thank you so much for watching. Try out the build, see if you like it. You never know, you might find something interesting. But in the meantime, have fun. Good luck. I'm not going to say don't die, because every time I've said that so far, someone friggin' dies. In-game, not IRL. That'd be weird. Imagine how many people I've just killed. Yeah, have fun, good luck. and I hope to see you in the next video. Ta-ra!